friends. Hi, how are we? Take a sip of a coffee or something with me. So today, I almost just coughed and choked. It's Saturday. I don't usually film on Saturdays. Usually I'm like, oh my babies. Oh my babies. I don't usually do stuff on Saturday because I'm like, it's my chill day in between working. So I just, do art on my own time. But my mom's birthday is this week and I just have this feeling and inclination that I should start filming today. That way Monday I can start to edit and stuff like that because my mom's birthday is on Tuesday, and so we're gonna go up to Oceanside, and then I don't want to be stuck doing everything on a Wednesday when it should be uploading, right? Okay, if you hear my dog in the background, he's going at it. Labbies, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you? Labbies. Anyway, so I'm gonna be working in my I'm not gonna pronounce it correctly. My German notebook, the lobster, and we're gonna draw this. All the babies are going crazy right now. All the babies. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna be using the new colors that oh, Nader. Is that Nader? Nader? No, that's Spatter. Spatter. Say hi, Roni. My sexy chunk. All the babies. Okay. If you watched last video, we swatched these DOG Lubbies. Hey, Lubbies, come here. Hey. My God. Yeah, so I'm excited. Any updates? My garden is going well. You guys remember how angry I was a few videos ago? And I was like, I planted all these seeds and nothing's growing. Okay, yeah, so I said F it to the front yard because it's not working. It's not working. The snails are devouring everything. So my backyard looks so good. It looks so good. You know what? I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to show you right now how good it looks. Okay, bye. For now. For 1 second. And then we're going into the garden. Ooh, okay, so cool. Okay, here in my garden. Here's my cosmos. There's different types. Orange, pink, white, and then these are gonna be 8 feet tall, hopefully, but I'm gonna have to thin them out because there's a little grouping right here. And then here's my strawberries. No strawberries yet. My zinnias. So pretty. And then I have some green beans still. Ooh, green beans. My plumeria. And my poppies. My cute little poppies. They're so cute. And chamomile's growing. And here are gonna be zinnias, and some other things that I don't know what they are. And then here is gonna be scabiosa, marigolds, zinnias, and maybe scabiosa. And my geranium, and that's my garden. So pretty. All right, folks, we're back at it again. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna read some more Charlotte Dobre Reddit stories. This one's gonna be a shorter one because just cause for right now. Okay, and again, I didn't read it, so
And this one, it kind of makes me angry, just the title. My friend wore white to my 30-person backyard wedding reception. I don't think I can forgive her. I'm doing a wedding one because I'm like, I'm going to be married sometime in the next few years. So why not? Why not? Okay, also, before we begin, don't ever freaking wear a white dress to a wedding. You are such an evil person if you do that. I'm sorry, but like you're not nice. You're not nice. That's not okay to do. Unless the bride specifically said you can wear white, why on God's green earth would you ever do that? That is so not cool. Anyways, okay, let's do this. Hi, I just got married. Hi back. I just got married this past weekend and it was an absolute dream come true. We had our ceremony in the mountains, oh that's nice, and decided to have a very small backyard reception at our home. We invited some family and close friends. I also decided to invite some of my best friends from work. A few of those friends had to miss the mountain ceremony, but they came to the reception after. At work, these friends and I were joking about how crazy it'd be if someone wore white to the small wedding, and I kept saying how I didn't think anyone invited would do anything like that. Apparently I was wrong. Strike one, you're out. One of the girls, we'll call her Samantha, decided to wear a short white dress. When Samantha showed up, initially I excitedly greeted her and gave her a hug. Once I finished hugging her, I looked down and she was in white. I didn't want to cause a scene, so I just walked away from her. I later realized that she also brought a +1 without permission. She declined a +1 in the RSVP, and when I double-checked the week prior to order food, she still told me that she wasn't bringing anyone. So I finalized the food order. She ended up bringing her best friend, whom I've never met and was never told about. Luckily, we ordered extra food, but I still felt like it was very rude. That is very rude. That is extremely rude. Okay. Throughout the night, people were asking me if they wanted me to say anything. I told them no because the problem is she's the one who assigns what work I do. Okay. That one is the one who assigns your work and it's your wedding and she came to white. You quit. I'm just kidding. I didn't want to cause a scene and then have to get assigned the hardest work moving forward. 2 days after the wedding, she texted me saying she thought her dress was more tan than it was and that she felt it was okay to wear it, but apologized for being too light. The dress was not tan. It was basically the same shade as white as my short reception dress. I don't think she realized my other work friends took a Polaroid photo of her dress. She avoided pictures the whole night, but still I have photo evidence of her wearing white. Also, we have security cameras in our home, so I was able to get a picture. Wow, you're really going deep. Security cameras, huh? In our home, so I was able to get a picture of her and I hugging, so the comparison is very clear. I can show photos on. Okay. She didn't apologize for bringing the +1, and I feel like her apology for the tan, this is air quotes, tan dress was not a true apology. I haven't responded to the text she sent, and I have to go to work and see her tomorrow. I'm not sure how to handle the situation because I feel like I don't see her as a good friend anymore, but we also share a cubicle at work. Any advice would be appreciated. Also, my husband was fully embracing the stay petty motto when he took a picture of the Polaroid and posted a poll on his Instagram to ask if the dress was tan or white. 100% of the votes were for white. Edit. Hi guys. Hi. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's given me advice on how to handle this. I feel like I've seen a good game plan for tomorrow. I also wanted to include a link to the photos in case anyone wanted to see. Let's see them. Okay, it's loading. Oh, you guys, they're the same. It's like she picked out the same dress. What is wrong with this woman? What the heck? It's literally the same length, same like cut looking. Oh, that is not okay. That's not okay. Oh. Should we read what some of the comments say? She's your superior at work. She took a +1 after she said she wasn't going, and she wore white. That seems like a pretty petty power move on her end, and she wants you to know it. I don't think there's much you can do at work since the wedding was not on company time, but make sure you document every single questionable instance that involves her from here on out. Work with her as if it never happened, so you don't give her a reason to discipline you, and don't ever invite her to anything outside work again. Wow. That's She knew she couldn't say crap because of her work power she holds over you and wanted some attention because her life is clearly lacking. Best way to win is not to give a crap. You already started by not replying to her text. When you interact in person, just be like, what were you wearing again? I can't remember. I was so focused on getting married, barely noticed anyone but my new hubby. Give her nothing. Stay chill and either work for that promotion upwards, transfers.
Friends.
Oh, bye.
Good morning. So today's Monday. Ooh. So I am going to be doing everything today because my mom's birthday is tomorrow and I will be doing no editing or stuff. So I'm going to do it all today. I think what I'm going to do is the Garden of Ninfa, which if you guys are wondering why I'm like constantly checking my arms, I have an ant problem and for some reason they always like to go across my desk. As much as I put Raid, I clean my desk, there's no food on my desk, they're all like, let's explore. So anyways, gonna paint the garden. This is a picture of it. It's an Italian garden. I'm not gonna paint exactly that picture, but I'm just showing you. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so we're gonna be doing stuff. Not sure what yet. And today my little sister went back to school. Ooh, she's gonna be a junior. And if you hear stuff in the background, my fiance is playing a video game. So yeah, okay, let's paint. Let's do this.
Okay, so we've learned our lesson. Don't ever, ever, ever wear white to someone else's wedding unless the bride said it's okay. And if any of you do that and I find out and the bride said it wasn't okay, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to come over to wherever you are and I'm going to cut all your appliance cords. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll cut your toaster cord. I'll cut your phone I'll cut your phone bill in half. Welcome to AT&T. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, this one I feel like has a place in my heart because I used to be a server. Yeah, that was not the funnest time in my life, being a server. You know, there was great people, and then there's this really crappy, awful customers, you know? They're just awful, okay? So, if any of you ever go to a restaurant and you're mean to your server, just know they're the one bringing out your food, so you better be nice to them, okay? My gosh. And tip good, okay? Tip good. Unless they do something bad, you still tip, like, what the heck, okay? Okay? Good talk. Okay. Am I the a-hole for not accommodating entitled customers' requests to half a bill on food they demanded to have that wasn't available? That was a mouthful for that. Okay, here we go. I, 30 female, live in this is a long one, by the way, so hopefully I finish it in time. I, 30 female, live in a small town on the west coast of Canada. I work at a bar and grill style restaurant as a server/bartender, which I've been at for 2 years. Let me tell you, I've never encountered as many entitled people in my life until I moved here. Day after day, I'm shocked at the amount of entitled people that treat waitstaff like nothing more than NPCs that are there to bend to their every whim like a 9-year-old playing Sims. Yeah, I can concur. That is so true. You guys, I can't even tell you. Maybe I'll do a story time of this awful woman who would like harass me at my job. Like, oh, maybe if I have time I'll tell you about her. Her name's Suzanne. She's no longer around anymore. I was looking her up to show someone how awful she is, and then I found her obituary. Oh. Okay, but today brought me a new brand of entitled persons to my... But today brought me a new brand of entitled persons to put into my radar. Okay, let me bring you into the scene of this event I experienced today. The restaurant has a beautiful view of a body of water and forest all around. It's not overly hot or muggy outside, so it's perfect day to be sitting outside to enjoy drinks and food on a large patio with family and friends. The restaurant in question doesn't serve traditional bar food besides the burgers, but has an expensive cocktail menu which tends to bring in some colorful characters, if you get my drift. The moment I stepped into work to start my shift, I was ready for whatever the day had in store for me. Or so I thought. Dun, dun, dun. Right off the bat, the tables I had were having issues with food. Either the dish wasn't cooked to exactly what they liked, or an add-on item was placed on the wrong plate, or it wasn't tasting right. For me, I have a great issue with wanting to please customers. I always go up and out of my way to correct something ASAP and better their experience while I'm serving them. Whether is to be a small... you used the wrong weather for that. You used the weather as in, like, rain and sun, not... Okay, it's fine. It'll be okay. They'll know later in life that's the wrong weather. Whether it be a small dessert or 50% off a drink, so on and so forth. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try not to do that ever again. Grammar is important. Okay, I was only about 2 hours in my 8-hour shift by the time they shown up. I was taking care of a larger section with tables and that seat up to 6 people inside, and 3 tables outside that seat up to 4 people, which had 9 tables in total. This is not including me taking on a large party of 14 for a server who left early, and I was happy to take the party off their hands. They were a party of 4 who wanted the patio to enjoy the view. They were lovely people at the start. Oh, I know those people. Yeah, two-faced. What? They saw that the restaurant was filling up and understood that once I was able to greet them and bring waters, that I was going to be back to take their order. I always ask my tables before I walk away if they would like to settle down before ordering drinks, or if they would know what they would want right off the bat. They told me they wanted to settle before getting any food or drinks, so I explained I had a large party. I had to get drinks for, so I'd be a good few minutes, which they were fine with. The large party was lovely and easy, which made service go all the more smoothly. It probably took me 7 minutes after answering questions about cocktails and grabbing the drinks before I set off to them. They were still comfortable and happy, just chatting to each other, looking at the menu. By the time I did my servers, thank you so much for your patience spiel, I got ready to take their order, and they were ready with questions I had answers to. Then it happened. The woman was speaking for her family, went straight to an item that wasn't available till 4 p.m. in the evening, which I had to quickly explain that we weren't serving, then offered other solutions similar to the dish she wanted. She looked appalled. I was very surprised from the switch in attitude, so I just stared at her, waiting to hear what she had to say. Entitled lady, this isn't available till 4? What time is it? OP. Oh, it's 2:13 p.m. She looks at her family, then me. Entitled lady. Oh, well, is there a way to get this now? It's my parents' anniversary, and me and my family came here specifically for this dish. It's so good. Okay, I need to cut in really quickly. You know what? If you want something, show up at the time when it's available, okay? This happens to me at work too. They go, I came all the way from London to go into the cave. If it was really that important, you would have looked up the time and hours and would have figured it out beforehand. Oh, that makes me so angry. If you ever want to get on Mitten's bad side, this is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. All right, here we go. Entitled late. Oh, no, OP. I'm so sorry. I would love to do that, but the reason for the availability of the dish is because of prep time. It has to sit and marinate for a certain time for it to take on the flavor you enjoy, as well as the other items for that dish aren't going to be ready to serve with. I can give you other suggestions. Entitled lady. This is why we came here. We are here all the time for special occasions, and we are able to get it. OP, I'm happy to hear you enjoy the dish, but this is a time and an item I'm unable to serve. We have a policy in which we don't serve certain dishes before the set time. Entitled lady, can't you just go ask the chef? I'm sure they can make it happen. I stared at me, and I know she knew she was pushing my buttons. She started speaking to her family, then looked at me. OP, I understand. Even if I were able to get you this dish for I understand, even if I were able to get you this dish, for there's a good possibility it's not going to be as you remember it. Entitled lady, that's fine. Just see what you can do for us. OP, I will ask for you, but I'm not able to promise anything. Please be prepared for a no. She nodded. I went off to ask a question I know the answer to. However, the head chef was at a table eating, and I suppose he saw my talking to the table and slowly seemed displeased. He said he will make this one exception because of it being an anniversary, but because of the large party and the fact nothing is prepped for that, it would take up to 30 to 45 minutes. He went to the kitchen, told the staff what was happening, and just started grabbing things they needed. So I walked up to the table and said, OP, all right, our head chef said he is willing to make this exception due to it being an anniversary, but for future it would be a no. However, it will take up to 30 to 45 minutes because they aren't prepared for dinner service as well as the large party. The lady huffed and then relented. Entitled lady, well, thank you so much. That's wonderful. We are wanting to order the rest of our food. I was surprised because she made it sound like it was that one and only dish for them, but no, she ordered the dish she huffed about. Being able to make a special pasta as well as 2 other sandwich items. I was done with arguing, so I just let it happen. I got the order put in the system, then went into the kitchen. You guys, if you ever write in Reddit posts, just read it again, okay? Because it's hard to read if you don't know the grammar. Then went into the kitchen. I was them watch the items on their bill come up and looked at me. All I could say was, this is why we never make exceptions. The staff just got to work on the food. Okay, that made no sense. It's okay. After that, I had to make my way to the party of 14. Apologies for the delay, but again, they are easy and unbothered, and we continued as usual. It got busy. People were happy, and all went well till it didn't. That table, as I checked on them while they waited, requested they make the portions separate because they all want to share. I was not happy. A certain time, we are happy to do that, but not when we are busy. Plus, we don't do family style. We don't have the right utensils for such a thing. I then told them, unfortunately, they won't do so because they need to spare as many plates and bowls as they can, so I offered spare plates. The entitled lady then Quinted just said, no. Slowly after, I watched them grab stuff from other tables and also click their fingers at our young hostess for whatever reason, have them go over to them and talk to them. One of those times I asked to move to a table of 6 people that we hold for parties that size. My poor hostess were getting stressed over them, constantly trying to move tables. Kind of a big deal, but yes, it is in the restaurant industry. You don't do that. So time passed, food slowed down from this table's request and caused a bit longer bill times. Then that table's food got brought out. I did my quality check. They were fine. I went and did other things before I checked on them again. Everything seemed to come out with no issues till once again, 10 minutes later, they needed me again. Entitled sister, I need chili flakes. This is so bland. OP, yeah, of course, I'll be over in a moment. I turned to walk away, then was stopped. Entitled lady, also these fries? I stopped to look at what she was talking about. Entitled lady, the fries, they taste weird and look really burnt. I'm here all the time. They never look like this. I explained, we get the potatoes from local farms and aren't flash frozen, and due to the time of the year are more starchy, so they came out darker. They come out darker, and if they didn't look like that, well, it's a different batch. They weren't happy with the answer, so I got them new ones and made the staff put in more fries for less time. They looked just the same. I got the chili flakes too. After all that, slowly all the tables in the party left, and it was just them. And guess what? They complained about the dishes. They said the pasta was bland, the other dish was crunchy. The dish was a crusted seafood dish. It's always crunchy, and it always looked the same as it did usually. Food took too long to come out, as well as the remake fries and me getting the chili flakes. It took me less than 5 minutes, and the overall was very disappointing. I was floored, so all I could say to them was, OP, I'm sorry, I do apologize about the chili flakes. I wanted to get both your fries and chili flakes at the same time. I didn't think you'd finish the pasta within 2 minutes. However, I did give you a heads up about the wait time. The dishes you wanted were going to be different from what you remember due to them being made too soon. Entitled lady, well, this was supposed to be for my parent anniversary, and we are very disappointed. We didn't We didn't our complimentary drinks or even offer for dessert. You didn't even wish them a happy anniversary. Anytime we've been here, we got those on special occasions. OP, I'm sorry, did you make a reservation? Entitled lady, no, I didn't. OP, I'm sure for your experience for occasions, if you made a reservation, we would have had known for sure. We would have known and for sure have done one of those things, but in this case, I'm not able to. I'm sorry. Entitled lady, so how are you going to make this experience better? Can't you offer free dessert at least? OP, one moment, I'll be right over. I was done. I've never been treated so poorly. This restaurant is not a big chain. It's family owned. Therefore, we have policies for certain things like birthdays, but not always for anniversaries. They get free dessert, not free drinks. Silly, I know. But I was done and wanted nothing to do with them. I printed the bill and brought it over and placed it on the table. She rightfully looked mad. I wouldn't say rightfully. OP, ma'am, I'm sorry, but in this case, I can't do anything. I noticed the food you said was for your parents that you took them here for was not even for them. It was just you and your sister. If you want the manager, he's in on Wednesday between X and X time. My name is blank name. I'll make a note so he knows you'll be wanting to speak with him. Entitled lady, you're saying there's no manager. You're not willing to do anything. I don't want to pay for all this. OP, ma'am, I'm shift leader. I'm in charge of the servers, no manager. Then what I say goes. You were demanding and rude to me and the staff. You will be paying for this bill. Entitled lady, I didn't say I wouldn't pay it. OP, no, you didn't. You're just paying it in full. Again, my name is blank name. Your request hindered the rest of the staff in the service. I have the machine to take payment. The payment process was silent. Once they paid, I took the machine and left. As they left, they were loud and called me a B-word and an a-hole. I mean, yeah, I don't think you were. I've never once treated a customer like that, even if they felt entitled to free stuff. I lied about being a shift leader who's basically a server manager. If it means anything to the story, I have a standing offer for shift leader, but I'm reluctant to take it, so I'm not totally lying. I did what I said and wrote a note. I even told the owner. All he did was laugh and give me a pat on the back. He even said they manipulated me and were rude and the staff during their stay, so I was right not to offer anything to them. It's just food at the end of the day. I'm leaving a good bit out of what else they did because this is already a very long post. But I want to know, am I the a-hole? Absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not. Those were disguster people. No. That makes me so angry. When people come into a restaurant and they start doing all this weird stuff, like, I want this on this instead of that and blah, 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 and it's not, and it's like, you know what? You came to the restaurant. This is the menu. You're going to order off of it. It's not like you're going to go into a grocery store and tell the chef what you're going to make out of the ingredients they have. Oh my gosh. Entitled people make me so angry. So angry. Here, let me tell you a story time about work, okay? Okay. I have to warn people. If there are seals on the deck, you need to leave immediately, okay? I never say there will be seals on there. I say if one comes onto the deck. This woman comes up and I have a huge line in front of me and she, in front of everyone, goes, there's no seals down there. Why? And I'm going, do I look like Poseidon to you? Do you want me to call him over for you? No, I can't do that. Okay. And then the woman who I found her obituary, this woman, oh my gosh. And I feel bad because she's no longer around, but I'm literally telling the truth. I'm not talking crap. She literally did this, okay? I went to work. My now fiance, who was the manager at the time, he was about to leave for his shift, so he saw everything. He knows what happened too. He'll back me up. So I'm having a bad day, right? I just broke up with an awful boyfriend. If this awful boyfriend ever comes onto my channel, hey buddy, I don't like you. You were really an awful person. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I was having a bad day, broke up with him. And so I wasn't like all happy, smiley like how I usually am. I try and be really lovely to people. I just kind of had a straight face and I was kind of a little more monotone. Like I was speaking like this, like, hi, how can I help you? I hope you're having a good day, that kind of thing. I wasn't like, hi, how can I help you? Like how I usually am. This chick goes, yeah, I need a full rotisserie chicken. And I go, okay, well, it's going to be $25. And she goes, for a whole chicken? That's way too much. And I'm thinking, it's like organic, it's everything you'd ever want. And you're coming here, like, what? And then I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I just work here, I don't make the prices. And she goes, I'm gonna say a bad word, she goes, you should be fucking smiling. And at that point, a single tear ran down my face, and I went, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking smiling at you. And then Pete heard, and he came out, and he quickly was like, go in the back. And I walked in the back, and I kind of just like, I started sobbing, because I was just like, dude, I don't deserve this. Like, I just had to break up with somebody. That's not fun. And now this woman, and then this woman did so much worse things than that too. She would sit, so I had a bar in front of me. She would sit in front of the bar, and so when people would come up to order from me, she'd be in the way, and she wouldn't move. And then she'd start talking crap about what people would order to them. And then she was super racist, and I'm like, I had to be nice. Finally, one day, I couldn't take it. I yelled at her in front of all of the store, the restaurant, and I was like, "Are you drinking? Like, 'cause you're insane." And we got into like a screaming match. Yeah, there was a lot more things she did, but yeah, that's a little look into Mitten's past work time. Yeah, she was not nice. All the other servers, they would, when Suzanne would come in, we'd be like, oh, great. Like, and someone told me too, one of the other customers, they're like, yeah, she's been kicked out of a lot of restaurants in La Jolla. And I'm like, I wonder why. I really wonder why. And you know what's so sad too? She was an amazing artist. She showed me so much of her art. It was so beautiful. I'm like, how can someone like you, such an evil person, be so good at art? Like, what is wrong with you? Anyways, let's, I really like how this painting turned out. I do. I'm gonna make it into a print. Do you guys think that's a good idea? Would you like this as a print someday? Would you? Question mark? Seriously, I know I've asked this a couple of times, but like, if you remember, like, can you write in the comments what you would want as a print, like, and be kind of specific a little bit? Like, oh my god, I gotta go. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified, and if all goes well, Wednesdays will be upload days. Okay, bye. Wednesday's channel is full of bye.